Tua has not looked good so far this season, and it has some people calling for his job and Mike McDaniel's job. But I want to jump into the film and look at why Tua doesn't look like his former self. Let's jump right into it. Okay, the first thing I want to point out here is the defense is in what looks like cover 3 pre-snap. This corner's facing inward, so is this corner over here, and you have a one high safety look. He's also going to back up right before the snap, which just tells us that. So the route we're really trying to hit right here is this post angle route that's going to get on top of the linebackers and get there before the safety. And we should be able to hit him in this window. But what happens with Tua here is he just fumbles the snap. He catches it perfectly fine, and then he just drops it. And that was on a 3rd down. So we're just completely wasting a drive here. I really don't know what happens there. It doesn't look like he took his eyes off the snap or anything like that. Here they're giving us a too high look. Can't really tell though if it's man or zone yet. That's when we put our guy in motion. Tells us it's zone coverage. And they're in what's called cover 3 once again. What I want to really point out about this play is watch Tyreek Hill right here. Tua, for the past few years, every single time I've watched Tua play football, he's ripping this throw right here. Hitting Tyreek right here on the 40, close to the sideline. Easy first down pickup. But watch what Tua does. He waits, and then throws it, and it almost gets picked off. To me, it genuinely looks like Tua just has a lack of confidence right now. I don't know if it's the media. I don't know if something's going on this offseason, or if his communication with his receivers just isn't good, but he just doesn't look like the same guy as he has in the past, and I don't know what that is. Okay, now we're going to have a play where once again the Bills are in zone coverage. And the guy you want to watch, once again, is going to be Tyreek Hill. He's going to come across the formation. And this is actually a really good play by Tua. I didn't want to just slander him the whole time, so I wanted to make sure that we include some good things that he's doing, right? Watch. Throwing across his body and getting the ball to Tyreek Hill for a huge gain right there. That's something that we're actually not used to seeing Tua do, right? Is make plays like this where he evades a defender and makes a great throw on the run. So you're getting that good stuff with Tua, which tells me he hasn't completely fallen off a cliff, but you're also getting really, really bad stuff like I believe you're going to see for most of this video from now on, and it's really not making much sense to me what really is going on with Tua. So we're going to let this play go through, and then I'll break this one down afterwards. Okay, what's my issue with this play? Once again, the Bills are in zone coverage. We're going to have an in and an out, okay? So what are we doing when we see this play? We are reading this defender right here. This is our key defender. If he takes the in, we hit the out. If he takes the out, we hit the in, right? Pretty simple, easy concept. This is what Tua is supposed to be good at. But watch what happens here. Right here, wide open, easy first down with someone as fast as Jalen Waddle. Easy first down. But what's Tua doing? He's going to throw this one, which is fine because he beats the linebacker, but he's not looking at this corner at the top of your screen who's staring down his eyes and making the play on the football. Tua in the past, that's easy for him, but there's something with this confidence now where I'm looking at him stare down receivers, not be able to catch snaps, not be able to make throws he used to make because he waits, because he's unsure of himself. And as a quarterback, if you don't have confidence in this league, the league is going to spit you out. And that's what I hate to see because I think Tua is a really good dude. And it's just very frustrating. And here's a play where it's like, what is he doing? Like, he looks lost out there almost. Right? Pumps it to the running back. Bro, look how much space Tua has to run. Take off. Instead, you're going to run backward. Like, he's not even looking down the field. He's turning around and just running backwards. It doesn't make any sense at all. This isn't the Tua we saw in the past. Now, once again, the route I want you to focus on here is going to be Tyreek Hill. They're giving us what looks to be cover 3 because when Tyreek Hill goes into motion, 42 doesn't follow him down. We have one high safety again. We have one corner over here as well, which just screams cover 3 because we have 3 receivers. We have trips to this side of the field. And we only have one corner even playing down. So Tyreek is going to run this right here, which is an incredible cover 3 beater because, like I mentioned, you get away from the linebackers and you break back in on top of them, and there's a huge hole right there. But watch what Tua does. This just screams lack of confidence to me. Right here, Tua. You are incredible at anticipating passes. You're staring him down. Throw it right here, right now. But what does he do? He moves on from the wide open chunk play to get you a first down. And he throws to his check down right here, and we gain a yard. Like, old Tua is making these high anticipation throws into these gaps, and it's a new quarterback. That's simply what it is. I think this is the last good play I have down for him in this video. And we're just getting an all-out blitz here, right? Cover 0. We've got 3-on-3, 1-on-1. Obviously, they could fake it and drop out, but most defenses don't normally do that down here, even though I would think they would because it makes it a lot harder on the quarterback in this tight area. But we're just going to have a quick slant here by Jalen Waddle. And slants are amazing against cover 0. That's called your hot read. And boom. Wide open. Free touchdown, right? Great job by Tua getting there, throwing it. We're actually going to have Tua's touchdown pass, his other touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And this shows me Tua still has it, right? Throwing with the anticipation here. Tyreek Hill, obviously one of the fastest receivers in football still. He's going to run a double move here. He's going to fake the cross, and he's going to cut back across the defender's back. And it's going to get wide open. And Tua does a great job here, play action, fading away from the defense because he's getting blitzed, and makes an incredible throw there to Tyreek. All right, this is Tua we're used to seeing. But for some reason, this is not showing up throughout the game. And this play doesn't matter. 15 seconds left in the game. It's not really going to affect whether the game outcome changes because there's 15 seconds left and you're down 2 scores because of how bad you've been playing. But I want you to really see here is watch how bad he misses this. This screams lack of confidence. Tua used to make this throw 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000 times. And we're just overthrowing Tyreek Hill by 5 or 6 yards. Now we're going to have the interception. It's hard for me to say the interception was awful. Playing in rhythm, on time. Looks like the linebacker, Bernard, just made an incredible play right here, reading his eyes and making the move. But what I would like for him to do is read this deep safety maybe. Understand they're in cover 3 and you're going to have Tyreek Hill up the seam. But he's getting the ball out quick right here. Boom. Like, if you really look at it, he's hitting him before he fully gets to his hitch. Bernard just makes an incredible play because he's reading his eyes. He didn't look anybody off. You would like for him, if he knows this is his read progression right here, to look this way for half a second before. And that's super hard to do as a quarterback, right? It's super hard to do. But you'd like for him to do that. Almost like he doesn't fully get everything into this ball too because there's a guy in his face, which is maybe why it gets picked off. But if you look at 7 right here, we're dropping down into buzz here with DeMar Hamlin, which means cover 3 buzz, right? One of the deep safeties is dropping down to a hook curl. Tyreek would be wide open if you hit him right here. You may not have the time to because our guard gets beat immediately. I think that's actually your 3rd string guard. So, I mean, what can you do? But I don't blame him as much for the pick as some people do. But honestly, it just looks like Tua has completely lost all of his confidence. And I think that's really upsetting if you're a Dolphins fan. Because what do? You've paid him over $55 million a year. This might be one of the worst contracts in sports if he can't get it figured out. And it's not really on Mike McDaniel. He's calling up good play designs. He's getting people open. And Tua just doesn't have the confidence to make the play when the play is there. So let me know down below what you think. And thanks for watching. But man, it's going to be a rough season for the Dolphins.